Happy Sunday evening, principals. I just want to take just a moment, just maybe just a couple of minutes, just to be able to personally express to you just again how grateful, how thankful, how privileged that I am to be colleagues with you, and maybe just bring a little word of encouragement and hope. I mean, because this journey that we are on with this crisis that we're still trying to deal with as best as we can. And on Sundays, I've been trying to at least either send a little text message to you as the principals, or even a phone call, just to let you know that I'm thinking about you and praying for you. And but today, because I just recently set up a little video pad, an iPad here, and I'm starting to put out a few little devotionals along the way. I thought, look, I'll throw this up and just personally say a couple of things to you, from my heart to your heart, from my home to your home. But this is really just a thought that I had. I was reading through Esther not too long ago, and of course in Esther, it's this amazing story, of course, that we're familiar with. But all the way through Esther, there's not one mention of God at all, and yet the providence of God just shines. I mean, it just shines all the way through. But there was one little verse, one little vignette, that when I read it, I thought about the pastors, that I thought about you as principals, and of course your support staff, your teachers, who you work with at your school. But I'll just set it up for just a second. So Esther has been established as queen. So she's in the palace, she's the queen. Mordecai gets word, and he hears through the coconut wireless somehow that the word has gone out and a date has been set for the Jews to just be eliminated. So he sends a message to Queen Esther in the palace, and in essence he says, Esther, has God not placed you here for such a time as this? When I read that, I couldn't help but think about you. Because here we are, obviously we have our own crisis. It's different than what it was back in the days of Esther, but it's our own crisis. It's a global crisis that's going on. And it's impacted all of us personally, and then our life, not just our lives, but our ohana, and of course our lives professionally, how we go about doing what we're doing. And for you as a principal, it's been a huge paradigm shift for you and your entire staff and team. And I can't just tell you again just how grateful and proud I am for what you have done and that you are doing. But here's my point. My point is simply this, and that is God in his divine providence, he knew what was going to come for the Jews. So he made sure that Esther was going to be in place right at the right time for that crisis. And I would suggest to you that God in his divine providence knew all along what was going to be coming here, specifically to Hawaii, with this COVID-19, and just this huge shift that was going to take place in our lives, in our schools. And God placed you right where you are for such a time as this. And so that may that just bring some just courage and conviction, that when you're going through maybe a downtime and it's discouraging and it's frustrating, and all this stuff is just coming at you from all different sides as a leader, just know that God knew what he was doing, and he put you right where you are for such a time as this. So hopefully this will kind of help get you through this coming week, and that you know again that we're on this together, and no crisis is going to last forever. We are going to get through this. We're going to do it together. We're going to do it with Jesus. Have an amazing week, and just know that I am praying for you, and that I'm here to just support and help and encourage you as best as I possibly can. God bless.